Sometimes you gotta listen to your own instincts. Sometimes I mean, I'm be honest with you, man, because I decided to watch Death of the Unicorn because I've been interested in watching Death of the Unicorn, and so I'm gonna tell you, this is a short video. I enjoyed this movie. I really did. I was shocked. I'm actually gonna buy this movie. I'm gonna put it in my collection. This movie is not great, but I know there's tons of reviews out there. It's not a review. I'm just telling you guys what I watched. I finally got around to watching Death and the Unicorn. And sometimes I have to listen to my own instincts. I enjoyed this movie. Paul Rudd, man, he played a kind of like a jackass of a father. And Jenny Ortega was Jenny Ortega. Uh, but sometimes you got to stop listening to a lot of reviews. I told y'all that I'm not going to be listening to a lot of reviews, but I am going to look at reviews after I look at something to see what most people say. But I paid a lot of attention to the reviews, so I'm thinking that this is not that good. I was going to go see this movie at the theater just because I like to go to movies on a Saturday matinee. And like I told y'all before, it don't take much to make me happy. I enjoy watching movies. I really do. For a movie to be horribly bad and make me just trash it, it has to be really bad. But this is a suspense comedy. It's got 108 minutes, and I'm definitely going to buy this. I'm buying this on physical because I know I can catch myself watching this over again. I really enjoyed this movie, man. It's about this. They hit a unicorn, and then she's got an acne problem, and he has to wear glasses, and they get the blood on him, and then when they get to the place they got to go to this billionaire boss. They find she finds out that they put the dead unicorn in the back of the car, and then the butler or wherever these people are that waits on these rich people, they're asking what happened to your car because they knew something was up. So while he's in there trying to talk to the boss is dying of cancer real bad. He got colon cancer. So while they're talking, he's trying to get all these papers signed because it means money for them because Jenny Ortega and Paul Rudd plays her dad. They lost their mom. And so this is how this movie's set up. And so while he's talking, the unicorn heals itself, wakes up, kicks out the glass, and wants to get out. But then these two people that are like these security people for these billionaire people, they end up shooting it and killing it again. But it's gonna end up healing itself because it's got healing properties. So then now the family that's the billionaires find out that they got a unicorn. But they was thinking that it was some type of mutated horse, and then Jenny Ortega's character, she said it's a freaking unicorn. So so the man's got colon cancer, so he finds out that this girl, her acne went away, and then he tries to put on his glasses. When he put on glasses, he could barely see, but when he took them off, he could see real well. So then the billionaire guy's got the, that they got the colon cancer. He's like, so then he gets these doctors in to take some of that blood and put it in his IV, and so the next day they see him walking, man. He looks like $1,000,000, man. He's just getting more of that stuff in him. He rejuvenated, man. He's feeling good. So now they're trying to figure out how to make this unicorn blood and sell it on the market. So that's how this movie's all set up. But in the meantime, this unicorn has two other unicorns that's hunting for him. And man, you talking about a little bit of blood, guts, and gore. Some people say that they thought that they was looking for more blood, guts, and gore in this. I didn't really think I thought they had enough of that in there. To tell you the truth, man, these other two horses that came to look for him, man, they were ripping out guts, man. They was taking their horns and they was like slicing them in half, man. And this is an A24 movie. I was surprised. But anyway, I just wanted to drop this because I ain't gonna lie, I really like this. This is one of those movies that I would own. You see what I'm saying here? See, this is the type of stuff. I'm not looking for all this, whatever these people are looking for when they watch movies anymore. It's just getting old to me because a lot of times I'm like, do you enjoy watching movies, or do you just go there to be this extremely nitpicking, whatever it is that a lot of these people that watch movies, I don't get it. Yeah, but for me, I had to follow my instincts. And like I said, I was going to go and watch this movie at theater, but then I decided not to. And when I found out, I was like, oh man, that movie's at theater. I missed it. So then when I figured out it was coming out on streaming, then I read the reviews. And the reviews were all over the place. All over the place. And it's so shows you sometimes you got to find out and just judge for yourself. And I really enjoyed this movie. I really did. I just love the premise of it. I love the atmosphere of it. I like where they were out in the open, and it's kind of creepy. Had some creepy vibes, man. Those unicorns, man. They were deadly, man. And they had these claws that came out, their hooves, and their razor sharp teeth, man, and stuff. And then what gets me, man, at the end, when Baby Unicorn came back to life, and when Baby Unicorn come back to life, because it was gonna come back to life again. They had this boy that was he was I wish I could tell you the cast, but I can't find it. The cast is I just got Paul Rudd and Jenny Ortega, but the one guy, I know you guys know him, man, he was a comedic release. He was funny. But anyway, yeah. Suspense comedy, dark, intense. It was good. And I'm glad I followed my instincts, because now I need to follow my instincts, stop paying attention to all these reviews. Because I knew, don't get me wrong, this ain't no, wow, my God, this was just like, bow. Nope, it's not what I said. What I said was, I like these types of movies. I was lightheartedly entertained. I really was. And it's an A24 movie. I'm surprised, A24. Tell you what, A24, man, they're really working on their A game, man. I like A24, I really do. But I really enjoyed this, and I'm glad I followed my instincts. I said, because it was cheap to rent. It's on sale on Amazon Prime, my Prime account, for $9.99 to rent. So I rented it. It was $19.99 to buy it, but I was like, I'm gonna buy it physical. That's how much I like it. Like I said, I'd give it 4 stars. 280 people right now give it, 4 stars. So anyway, yeah. Hey, you guys take care of yourself out there, man. I feel a lot better about this YouTube channel, because I told you, I ain't going to be dropping nothing until I feel it. And I felt this one, just like I felt the one I just uploaded a few minutes ago. But other than that, I ain't dropping diddly. If I feel something, I'm going to drop it. But if I don't feel anything, I ain't dropping nothing. I feel so much refreshed. I didn't even hardly have TV on yesterday. I barely turned on. I watched like Bigfoot encounters. That's about it. Now I'm so sick. The way I'm feeling about YouTube and the internet's the way I felt about Facebook back in 2013. And I'm gonna break whatever's bothering me about this. It's something that's bothering me about this. I think it's just all the stuff being thrown at me and all that kind of stuff. But I feel great now, because, like I said, I ain't gonna drop nothing for maybe, who knows, it might be a month, because I'm not worried about that, because I got a job. I thank God to be healthy. I thank God for my family. I thank God for a lot of stuff, a lot of small things. I took a bike ride. I was just out there with Mother Nature and just the trees and stuff, birds. I seen 2 deers. Count your blessings, man. This thing of trying to be a big, gigantic, whatever you're trying to be, that's fine. It's okay to dream. But sometimes, man, might not be your thing. You could try something else. Something don't work over here, something might work for you over there. Anyway, God bless. Take care. We'll catch you next video. Take care.